Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and ATM Mastermind Group page, and in today's video, we'll be talking about the top 5 core parts to the ATM business. Always remember that we have an ATM Mastermind Group page that's free to join for like-minded individuals just like yourself who want to learn a little bit more about the ATM business and be in a like-minded community of other ATM business owners. Don't forget, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. We also have the ATM A to Z book that teaches you from A to Z how to be successful in the ATM business. I took over 20 years. I put it in this nice thin little book with me on the back cover. See, look at that. I'm right there. So you guys get your book. We'll put the link down below. We also have the ATM A to Z course that teaches you from A to Z how to be successful in the ATM business. I took over 20 years experience. I put it into over 70 videos that you can learn on your own pace. We have vault cash agreements, mobile agreements, service agreements, and location agreements for you guys. So you want to make sure that you get your location agreement. So when you sign an ATM, you guys get paid if you ever decide to sell. Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel down below and comment on anything that you guys like to see in this video or some other videos. So thank you very much, and here we go. We're going to jump right in today and the top 5 core parts of the ATM business. Point number 1, transactional volume. So this is pretty much the only part that people always talk about. How much money can I make? What's my payback? How many transactions do I need to be successful? And for us, I always say the same number. For me, I'm looking to get $250 every month, residual income month after month after month. So I'm looking for 100 transactions if I'm getting $2.50. If I'm getting less, I'm looking for more transactions. That is our magic number. If I don't get that, then I'm looking to move my ATM. So you guys should be figuring out what is your baseline number that if you don't get that, you're gonna move your ATM. And then stay true to that value so you guys can be successful. So that's a big part of this business. That's the one that everybody talks about, how much money I'm gonna make. Now, what we're gonna also do is we're gonna talk about the 4 other ones that nobody ever talks about. But it's an essential part of this business, and it'll make you guys a lot of money either during the course of your business or if you decide to sell the business. This is something that you guys need to focus on along with the transactional volume. Point number 2, equipment. Now, I tell you guys all the time, the best thing to do is buy new equipment in the beginning, and if later on down the line you guys feel that, you know what, I know enough about the equipment, then you can start to purchase some used equipment. Here's the problem with used equipment, is it breaks down, end of life happens, they don't upgrade it, you can't upgrade, you can't put new software on it sometimes. Sometimes the industry changes and it can't be upgraded, so now you got a paperweight, where if you would have bought new, you would be able to upgrade. So these are all factors. And if you ever decide to sell, you will get evaluated on the equipment. How new is the equipment? Is it end of life? What is it? And so people will take off the sale of your business, and it'll be worth less because your equipment isn't at the highest standards. So keep that in mind. You might save a little bit of money when you buy a used piece of equipment, but if you ever go to sell it, you're going to be held, you're going to lose that value because the equipment is older. So keep that in mind. All you're going to do is increase cash flow in the beginning, but you're going to lose on an exit strategy when you guys need to sell your business or if you want to sell your business. Point number 3, contracts or location agreements. This is a very valuable and important part of this business. This will keep you in that location. Sometimes when an owner decides, you know what, I got a cousin, a nephew, a niece, they're going to put them in, I'm going to get you out. Or somebody comes in off the street and says, oh, I'm going to give you 5 cents more, and then they're going to kick you out. Those things, I know people talk about it, I see it all in the chats. Oh, I'm a relationship guy, I got a relationship with my customer. That's all great. That you have a relationship with this customer. Well, if that business changes hands, then you know what, you're gonna have to resell yourself. Or you know what, they put a manager in there. Now you might not be as friendly with the manager as you were with the owner. Things change all the time. Location agreement keep you in the business long after that relationship just goes sideways a little. It'll keep you in there to maintain and build that relationship back up. So you always want to have a location agreement. The other thing you want to do is, if you decide to sell your business, now you can sell it because you have a contractual agreement with that location that you can sell to whoever wants to buy your business or that location, and that'll pay you money based on the relationship that you built. Now you can sell that relationship because you have a location agreement. Without the location agreement, it is very hard to sell that location for the max amount of dollars. Can you sell it? Absolutely. How much you're going to get, that's going to be a question to the buyer. But if it was me, I wouldn't be paying a whole lot because I'm paying for a location with an agreement, not for a relationship that's going to leave as soon as I give the guy who owns that ATM their money. So keep that in mind. Always get the location agreement signed. Point number 4, interest or rate on return. What I'm always thinking is somewhere between 50 and 70% of my money I'm looking to get. What does that mean? So if I'm putting $5,000 in an ATM, I want to make sure I at least get $2,500 rate of return on that $5,000 for the next year. That's the minimum that I want to be doing. I'm trying to get somewhere about $4,000, close to 100%, somewhere between 50 and 100%. For all intents and purposes, we'll just say 70%. That's what I should be making. So if I'm putting $5,000 in a week, I should be making $3,500 a year on my end. That's the number, and it works very well. So you can see rate of return 70%. Nowhere in the whole world pays 70% rate of return. That's the number that we want to be. How do I get there, Phil? You don't give 50% away when you're doing a surcharge. The number comes back in the reverse. So what you want to do is concentrate on that number and not give too much away of your commission to the store owner. And point number 5, and this one's important. We're starting out in the game. This is a great side hustle. We're working a full-time job. We're getting into the ATM business. We're changing our family. We're bringing more revenue in our household. This is all great. Now we got 1. Now we got 2. Now we got 3. Now you got to start thinking, well, how do I scale this? Where do I go from here? If I want to replace my job, what do I do? You got to be thinking about scaling and how do I scale? What do I do? What you really want to figure out is how do I hire somebody to fill the ATMs or help me with service? That is what you want to ultimately do. And then that way, if you ever decide that, hey, you know what? I'm going to leave my 9 to 5 and I'm going to do this full time. I already got my person who's helping me, and now you can really grow this business because you already got your help and you know how to do this, okay? So you got to think about scaling the business. Once you get over to the 3 to 10 location, you got to start thinking about scaling, all right? So I hope those tips were helpful. Always remember to like and subscribe down below. Share it with any and all your friends. Don't forget we got the ATM Mastermind group page that's free to join for like-minded individuals just like yourself. And we also have the A to Z course. That's a tremendous course. We've got a tremendous amount of students that are in the game. We're teaching them how to be successful in the business. So you don't want to miss out. I'm going to put that in the link below. And I'm going to see you guys over at the next ATM Mastermind group page. Thank you.